Hello, friends and family of the internet. You know, sometimes when I think I'm going to get to go to bed or focus on something else, the Lord shows me something. So hello, everybody. My name is Samantha, and boy, do I have the best clips for you tonight. I am going to show you where a senator of the Mexican government that is by no doubt cartel controlled just admitted that their plan is to annex the entire southwest of the United States and put it back into Mexican control. I know, sounds crazy, because I mean, it has legitimately been 200 years since Mexico has controlled those areas. And can any of you imagine living under Mexican control? I don't think so. Yet, you know, we got a lot of people in this country that seem to think it would be so amazing. So with no further ado, let me introduce you to Instagram's best clip of the night. And I'll go ahead and apologize for the language now.
You know why? Because this right here is the greatest campaign ad that this side never had to pay for. Y'all motherfuckers out there in Los Angeles throwing a full-blown fucking tantrum. Like y'all just crawled out the Rio Grande, screaming death to America, in a country that gave you the fucking freedom to do that shit. You were born at Kaiser Permanente in Burbank. Stop it. You ain't El Chapo, you're Chris from Pasadena. You ain't cartel born. You were Target born with a Costco membership by age 5. Half you motherfuckers protesting ain't even Mexican. You're American with Mexican heritage. And a tattoo of the Virgin Mary you got on a Vegas bender. Don't get it twisted, I respect the heritage. But flying a foreign flag while shitting on the country that gave you the fucking freedom to do it, that's not pride. You don't even go to fucking Mexico unless it's for spring break in Cancun with a passport you got from the US government. And you won't go live there. Why? Because you like your DoorDash, your 7-Elevens, your air conditioning, and your freedom to scream dumb shit without a cartel rolling up on your motherfucking ass. And let's be honest, ain't nobody screaming death to Mexico while flying an American flag through Guadalajara. You know why? Because that's how you end up in a back alley, starring in Cartel TikTok Season 3. Meanwhile, the rest of America is sitting back watching you block freeways during rush hour, destroying businesses, wearing $300 fucking Jordans, screaming about injustice, in the city with the most social programs and diversity hires in the fucking country. Y'all are the political version of throwing a Molotov cocktail at a fucking Prius because you're mad about gas prices. So listen, I'm not mad you're passionate. I'm mad you're dumb. And your dumbass behavior is helping the other side more than a Trump rally in Texas with free brisket. Every time y'all riot, loot, tearing up your own shit, you're just birthing another red voter. So yeah, I support the protest. Keep fucking going. Keep flying flags of countries you ain't got the fucking balls to move to. And shitting on the system that literally gives you the right to shit on it.
Now, after breaking down the truth in that gentleman's statement, let me make a point to you guys. YouTube contacted me. Supposedly, there are people that are protected. Not sure who they mean. And somehow my content is harmful for those people. So my First Amendment rights are definitely being walked all over, but that's okay, YouTube, because God has Samantha. If you'd like to row in our boat or join us for our Zoom tomorrow night, look in the top of comments. All the information is there. Please put your email address in the memo. The greatest thing about living in the South is that we have governors with a bunch of sense. So in places like Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, and even Florida, if you guys are rioting or peacefully protesting in the middle of the street, block it in and then come running at our cars like you're going to drag us out like we live in Mexico? Well, let me show you what Ron DeSantis had to say about that.
Policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you. You don't have to sit there and just be a sitting duck and let the mob grab you out of your car and drag you through the streets. You have a right to defend yourself in Florida.
For craps and giggles, folks, if you didn't see it, Mayor Bass had a photo op today wiping graffiti off the walls in Los Angeles. Now, I would like to think that after everybody camera watched her for 2 or 3 minutes. She threw down the rag, tossed off the gloves, dabbed her little brown skin and said, "That's enough for me."
I mean, it's like those things. Exactly. It's like the whole place. If you ever go in this museum and see what this museum is about, it's just, but you know, I mean, maybe things are very straight too. There's no, you know, I think it's just really important to point out. This is a young
And last but not least, I think this young man deserves the Best American Award. America, after having gone through our black fatigue moment, we are now all in the same boat. When can I get an amen? Everybody has illegal immigrant fatigue. Now you're going to see a lot of people say, well, this is stolen land. All land in the world was conquered by someone prior to that someone, and then prior to that someone. I like to think of it like this. Hello, Democrats and liberals. The day that I see you guys give up your land, your homes, your businesses, your universities, and everything else, including your politicians, to the nearest Native American tribes, and then go live in a different country somewhere else that's not been colonialized, we can have that discussion about stolen land. So this is a Mexican senator from the country of Mexico, which is totally controlled by the cartels. He is showing you a map of Mexico in 1830. I would like to point out that it is 2025. So this map is 195 years old. He is now going to talk about how they were stripped from the territories that the Mexican people had settled, which is known today as the United States. He would like to talk about the treaties and the rights of people that don't belong in the United States. He wants to talk about how cities like Laredo were once Mexican cities. Now he's going to tell you that, you know, with this geography, how can we talk about removing illegal immigrants from this area? And that if the United States wants to build a border wall and wants Mexico to help, they will build the border wall around the area in the map he just held up. He's going to go ahead and explain to you how this is every Mexican's homeland. So they're not invaders. They're not here, not integrating. They don't need to speak English. Los Angeles has over 1 million undocumented illegal aliens alone, and how this can't be part of the United States. And the U.S. government has no right to implement their sovereign constitution upon the people of his native Mexico. Well, sir, I'd like to tell you from all Americans that you can take them all back. All 60 million Mexican Americans are welcome to cross back over the border. All of you undocumented illegal aliens that like to say immigrants built America, no, they didn't. Citizens built America. Statistics show us that the undocumented and illegal aliens actually cost America $45 billion a year. You guys are a bad investment, a really bad investment. And right now, America is cheering on their president. And we are so thankful that you guys are burning and destroying your own communities. And from the rest of us, Americans, we say, well done. I'm trying to explain to you guys that this is an invasion. It is a revolution to overthrow America. My point is this. If all of these illegal aliens are so amazing and we just cannot do without them, why do their countries look like third world countries? Wouldn't a good citizen stand their ground in their country and fight to make it a better country? Really want you to think about that. Only cowards run. But see, you just saw the clip of a senator from 4 days ago explaining why the American government cannot expel all of these Mexicans from America. They're literally brainwashed. They're also cartel owned and ran. So see, they have to do this because if we cut them off, if we start sending the people back, the cartels will lose the drugs, they will lose the gun running, and all that money being shipped back to Mexico every single year, $68 billion a year. Mexico will go bankrupt if all those people aren't here. They're not here for a better life. They're like ticks. And you ever seen what a tick does to a dog if you don't get it off? It's time we just start picking them suckers off, folks. So make sure to hit the like, the comment, subscribe, just in case you've never met me before. I have a master's degree plus 21 hours in education, 4 certifications. I am a farmer by trade. I'm organic because I believe in saving the environment. I am a published author. Our book should be out in about a month for you guys to purchase. I am a content creator, but most foremost, I am a believer in Jesus Christ. I live in the South, so, well, I just come with a lot of sense. I'm genetically a mutt, so you can't call me racist because I am 6% black, 1% Bantu. So be careful when you sling those racism words around because you and I both know black people can't be racist. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow on the Zoom.